Synergy Land is an RPG set in a fantasy world divided into 4 ecosystems, each based on the following elements: earth, water, fire, and ice, and each biome has several different enemies. The game is being developed by Synergy Games and is inspired by popular games such as Diablo and Path of Exile, and combines the best of these worlds, but with a special blockchain twist. Here, players can collect and trade NFTs assets and take on the role of different types of hero. Explore dungeons of up to 4 players, using a spell system, totally dynamic and innovative talents and abilities, which will allow players to combine elements to launch new abilities, thus creating new synergies that can be beneficial or harmful to oneself. One of the keys to successfully completing a dungeon is teamwork, since if any member of the team dies, they cannot return. The dungeon will offer puzzles and riddles to unlock new areas, guaranteeing a new layout, different path and items every time you play. And if it's too easy to pass, you can go for a higher level of difficulty. In PvP, players take part in battles without auto-targeting and in real time. There's no automatic mode here, you can play solo or in a group. The main types of NFTs are terrain, characters, bosses, pets, equipment, furniture, creation projects, and station projects. Crafting blueprints are basically the recipes for creating items, so if you want to craft a particular piece of armor, you'll need the blueprint for the armor. The station designs are used to assemble the workbenches, which can be used as workstations. In the end, there are several stations for extracting ores, cultivating and harvesting resources through agriculture, processing wood, animal skins, forging to create various weapons and armor, a station for cooking food, a smelter for melting down ores, and an alchemy station for creating the famous potions and various magical items. There are many activities, and for each of them you will need a station and a worker to start the tasks you want. The land, called Islands, will be an area linked to the biome where it was acquired. A player can only have 2 islands, and they have many purposes such as building a house, farming, collecting, mining, raising pets, hiring workers, and building resource crafting stations. As I mentioned before, the world of Synergy Land has 4 biomes, and an island represents a property in a biome. According to the developer, each station will only produce resources from the biome to which it belongs, which is nice because it encourages you to buy the resources you need from other players via the market. In these markets, there will be a session where players can list requests for an item, if they wish, and station owners can fulfill these requests by charging a commission. The level of the stations can be increased by a system of upgrades, thus increasing the number of projects available and the speed of creation. Rarity cannot be increased, however. The higher it is, the better the designs and consequently the quality of the items made. There will be a tax on these lands that will be paid monthly, and the amount will be according to the number of stations on the island, and if the owners don't pay, we'll probably have them deactivated. Speaking of them, the pets will fight alongside you and can take part in turn-based RPG style battle pets. Once the egg hatches, it must be trained in the biome it belongs to in order to reach its adult state and obtain its skills. These abilities will be assigned based on your element of birth and will synergize with your main character's abilities. There will also be a process for you to generate more pets. To do this, you just need 2 compatible pets, and the end result will be an egg, which will inherit its parents' genetics. Compatibility will be determined by gender and element, and each pet will have a specific reproduction limit, thus restricting the number of times a pet can be bred. The mechanic behind boss NFTs is that the community can own the strongest monsters in the game, giving the holder the option of staking, and if the boss kills a player from a team, or rather the whole team, the holder gets a reward token. Holders of these exclusive NFTs will have access to a panel to customize and strengthen their bosses. According to the devs, there will be mechanics in place to prevent team members who have such NFTs sabotage your companions to get them killed. So far it hasn't been explained how it should work, so all we can do is wait. As for the NFT collections, we have 2 so far. The project's Genesis collection is entitled Synergy, has a supply of 8,000 NFTs and offers exclusive skins for your characters, as well as a series of interesting benefits for holders, such as early access to beta versions of the game. Participate in exclusive airdrops and have the chance to receive additional NFTs, display your Synergians as a work of art in a 3D frame on your island, exclusive post on the official Discord, among others. The second collection brought 3,333 tokenized tokens, and at its launch, each level of the token delivered a certain amount of SNG tokens with a price equivalent to the public sale. Holders of this collection will be able to redeem a character with the same rarity as the emblem during the pre-sale of characters, and will have priority in the purchase of lands when they are released. Display the badge in-game, have a special position on Discord, and finally, each badge also has a boost, a multiplier. When you stake the SNG token together with your badge, the returns will be higher, and you can stake up to 3 badges per wallet. One of the aims of the game is to create an economy with a strong long-term base between the 3 most important activities: dungeons, craft, and resources. The strongest items come from crafting, with the exception of the very rare items that came from dungeon drops and a certain amount of NFTs that were initially made available through pre-sales, which are some characters, bosses, pets and stations. The developer says that it will never sell equipment and resources, meaning that all equipment and resources will be entirely player driven. Anyway, that was another Gamefi minute. To make a few points, SNG will be the governance token. Holders can stake and claim rewards and participate in governance. This token has a fixed supply and can be won at certain events. We don't yet have any information about other currencies that will be used in the game. What we found in the white paper is that there will be a currency called ACN, which will apparently be an in-game purchase currency. The main blockchain network that was being used in the game was the Solana network. However, they have announced that they are migrating the entire project to the Polygon network. For those who want to get their hands on the project, don't worry. Unlike many alpha versions and previews of games, Synergyland Early Access has been available to everyone since October 16th. This version is in a testnet featuring several new features, including the ability for players to connect their wallets to use their pets and island NFTs. In addition, players can build mines, teleports, remove obstacles, collect resources, and complete missions. The update also includes building repairs, daily rewards, a public farm, and in-game coins as rewards. What's more, the team is working on expanding the game with a dungeon system, pet expeditions, a resource trading station, a scythe for creating artifacts, and more. The entire schedule and white paper is available on the official website. There's a lot more information that I haven't included so that the video doesn't get boring, but I've tried to cover the essence of the project itself here, so I hope you enjoyed it. Remember that all the information presented may change, as this is an NFT game with an economy that needs to remain stable. I'll leave it at that, but if you liked it and can leave a like to strengthen the channel, I'd really appreciate it. A big hug, I'm with you.